Good morning, students. So, last class we discussed about the rectangular coil that is called as placed in a uniform magnetic field. So, to find out the torque, some external torque is acting on the coil. Some external torque is acting on the coil. So, to find out in a last class, and also, so what is the moving coil galvanometer? And what is the principle of the moving coil galvanometer? And so the moving coil galvanometer placed in the uniform magnetic field. So to find out the principle of I is directly proportional to theta. So the theta is nothing but deflection. So the deflection is directly proportional to the so current passing through the coil. So that is called as a working principle of the moving coil galvanometer. Okay, got it. So now today we discuss another topic. So that is called as a very important topic. So the galvanometer will converted to a ammeter. How to? Okay. So how to galvanometer converted into ammeter? Why is the parallel resistance smaller than the galvanometer resistance? Parallel resistance is smaller than galvanometer resistance. So now we are given that information. So the galvanometer be converted to an ammeter. Why is the parallel resistance smaller than the galvanometer resistance? So now we are given that he have taken the now here see the circuit diagram of the now here see that the galvanometer be converted to a ammeter. Galvanometer be converted to the ammeter. So ammeter, the converting to the ammeter. So here the ammeter is nothing but measure the current. Okay, so measure the current, and here given that information, the circuit diagram. So galvanometer is converting to the ammeter, and so the parallel resistance is connected to the parallel to the circuit. Now here given that the I is the total current is passing through the circuit, and G is called as a galvanometer resistance, S is called as a shunt resistance, SHUNT, shunt resistance, and so IS is called as a shunt current, and IG is called as a galvanometer current. IG is called as a galvanometer current, and so the galvanometer converting to the ammeter. So the some resistance is connected. Okay, some resistance is connected to parallel to the circuit. So the some resistance is connected to the circuit. So that is called as a shunt resistance is connected to the parallel to circuit. Okay, got it. So now here the shunt resistance is a very small resistance that is connected parallel to the circuit. Okay, got it. So ammeter is a measuring of the current. Ideal ammeter is taken. So that is the resistance of the ideal ammeter. Resistance of the ideal ammeter is 0. So what is the resistance? Oppose the flow of the charge. Oppose the flow of the charge. Oppose the flow of the current. Oppose the flow of the free electrons is called as a resistance. Okay, got it. So now here galvanometer converted to the ammeter. So the galvanometer is converting the ammeter. So the shunt resistance or small resistance is connected to the circuit. Okay, got it. So the ideal ammeter resistance is taken 0. Got it. So now here G and S are the galvanometer resistance, and this is also shunt resistance. IG and IS is called as a galvanometer current and shunt current. Okay, got it. Now here the shunt resistance, that is a smaller resistance, is connected parallel to the circuit. Okay, got it. So now from the figure and from the circuit diagram, G and S are galvanometer and shunt resistance. See. Galvanometer and shunt resistance. See. Shunt resistance. And also Ig and Is. Okay, current through the through the galvanometer and shunt. Okay, as shown in this figure. Now, according to Kirchhoff law, okay, according to Kirchhoff first law, okay, Kirchhoff first law. So the total current in the circuit I is equal, sum of the total current in the circuit is equal, so entering the current, okay, so entering through the junction the current is equal sum of the current in the circuit, so that we can write I is equal to Ig plus Is. Okay, got it. Ig plus I is equal I. So this is called as a according to Kirchhoff first law. Okay, Kirchhoff first law. Now, from the circuit diagram, so G and S is called as a resistors, and so the potential difference across the galvanometer is equal. Potential difference across the shunt resistors are equal. Okay, so potential difference across in the galvanometer is equal to potential difference across shunt resistor. Okay, got it. So the potential difference here taken, so y is taken are equal because these two are parallel, okay, these one and these one are connected parallel. So because the potential difference across in the galvanometer is equal to the potential difference across in the shunt. Okay, so the potential difference is taken, so that is called as a IgG is equal to Is is taken. Now to find out the shunt resistance, so S is equal to Igg by Is. Okay, but Kirchhoff first law we can write I is equal to Ig plus Is. So I is equal to Ig plus Is. So Is is equal to I minus Ig. Now substituting in the equation. So S is equal Ig G by Is. So Is is equal I minus Ig. Substituting here I minus Ig. Okay. So Ig is taken. S is equal G by I by Ig minus Ig by Ig. We can write. Okay. And so we can write S is equal G by I by Ig minus 1. We can write. Okay, Ig are minus 1. Substituting. So the shunt resistance S is equal to G by I by Ig minus 1. But here if I by Ig is equal, N is taken. Okay, so now substituting S is equal G by N minus 1. So this is called as a shunt resistance equation. Okay, so now here Ig is equal to, Okay, so I by or I by n. So we can write, so 1 by nth of current. Okay, 1 by nth of the current. So the current is passing through the galvanometer is equal to the 1 by nth of the total current. 1 by nth of the total current we can write. Okay, so now shunt resistance, so how much amount of the shunt resistance is connected to the circuit. So here given that information, so that equation is equal to G by Ig minus 1. Okay, got it. Now, if capital R be the total effective resistance in the circuit, effective resistance in the circuit. So these are connected parallel. So parallel combination. So we can write so 1 by R is equal to 1 by G plus 1 by S. Okay, GR and S are connected parallel. So we can write the effective resistance to find out the effective resistance. So this combination is called as a parallel combination. So we can write 1 by R is equal 1 by G plus 1 by S. So 1 by R is equal to, so G into S by G plus S. So R is equal GS by G plus S substituting. Okay, we get, so R is equal GS by G plus S we can write. Now, so if also, so the potential difference also, so the IR is equal IS or IGG. Okay, IGG or IS we can write. Okay, IR is equal. That means IR is equal ISS we can write. IR is equal. So IR is equal ISS. So S is equal we can write, or IS is equal IR by capital S. So IS capital R is equal GS by G plus S. GS by G plus S. So SS are cancelled. I into G by G plus S substituting. IS is equal. Okay, got it. Now also we can write also IR is equal IGG we can write. So IG is equal IR by G. Okay. IG R is equal, to find out already we know that GS by G plus S, GG are cancelled. So remaining equation we can write IG is equal to I S or S G plus S into I we can write. So the current passing through the galvanometer and the current passing through the shunt resistance to find out. Okay, so by using this equation, so the current passing through the galvanometer and also to find out the current passing through the shunt resistance by using these equations. Okay, got it. Now, so in this circuit diagram, we observed here clearly, so that the shunt resistance is connected, that is called as a parallel. Okay, so small resistance that is connected to the circuit diagram. Okay, that means so the moving, that is the galvanometer is converting to the ammeter, so some resistance is connected to the parallel. So that is called as a shunt resistance, that is called as a small resistance is connected. So from these equations we observed the shunt resistance is connected small because so the large current is passing through the resistor, so and the galvanometer is protected by the high current is or large current is. Okay, got it. Now here in this circuit diagram, the shunt resistance is connected small. Okay, small. So the large current is passing through the shunt resistor here. If in case of the large current, so the large current, that is means the shunt resistance is small. సో స్మాలర్ షంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ అంటే ఇక్కడ కలిపేటువంటి రెసిస్టెన్స్ తక్కువ ఉంటే విద్యుత్ ప్రవాహం ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది, షంట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉంటే విద్యుత్ ప్రవాహం తక్కువ ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడ దీంతో పోల్చినట్లయితే సో ఇక్కడ కలిపేటువంటి రెసిస్టెన్స్ అనేది కనెక్ట్ చేసేటువంటి రెసిస్టెన్స్ అది వెరీ స్మాల్ బికాస్ so the large current is passing through the resistance, so the protected by the galvanometer, so why, because the shunt resistance is connected to the parallel through the circuit, got it, and is a small and is connected to the parallel, so the galvanometer is converting to the ammeter, okay, got it. So now given information, so from a moving coil galvanometer can measure a current of 10 to the power of minus 6 amps. Okay, current is measured. So that is called as a 10 to the power of minus 6 amps. And also resistance of the shunt required is a measure 1 amp. Okay, so the resistance of the shunt required if it's a measure 1 amp. Got it? Now here given that is information moving coil galvanometer can be measured the current so 10 to the power of minus 6, so the moving coil galvanometer is converting the current, so that is called as a Ig is equal 10 to the power of minus 6 amps. And so resistance, what is the resistance of the shunt, and required to measure the current I is equal 1 amp. Okay, so now we are substituting the equation. So RS is equal to G by, so G is equal to, so substituting the G, and I is equal to 1 and 1 amp. So Ig is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 minus 1. So G by, so 10 to the power of minus 6, 10 to the power of plus 6 we can write minus 1. So G by 10 to the power of minus plus 6 means okay, so 10 6 digits minus 1 we can write. Okay, got it. So G is equal to, so 99, so 99,999. Okay, so we have taken, that is called as a RS is equal to, so G by 99,999, so we can write. Okay, got it. Now another topic is taken. So the galvanometer is converting to the voltmeter. How to? Galvanometer converted into voltmeter. Okay, so the output galvanometer is converted into voltmeter. So voltmeter, here it is taken the circuit diagram. So the galvanometer is converting to the voltmeter. So now we are how to convert the voltmeter. So the resistance in before case. So the galvanometer is converting to the ammeter. So the resistance is connected to the parallel. That is called the small resistance. But here, so the large resistance. So the more resistance is connected in a series. So the galvanometer is converting into the voltmeter. Okay, so the galvanometer is converting to the voltmeter is connected in a series and is a very high. Okay, so now here in this equation, here given that information, and the voltmeter is a measure potential difference across the any 2 points on the circuit. So the potential difference is measure voltmeter. Okay, so the voltmeter is a device that is the measure of the potential difference across the any 2 points on the wire. Okay, got it. Now here in this equation, so that is called as a so the total total current in the circuit. So that is called as a we can write the code here. This is called as a high resistance is connected in the series. Okay, is converting to the voltmeter. The galvanometer is converting to the voltmeter, and also here taken. So that is called as a V is equal IR according to the Ohm's law. So but here V is equal I R plus G. G and R one resistance, another galvanometer resistance. G is called as a galvanometer resistance, R is called as a resistance. Okay, and Ig is called as a galvanometer current. So V is equal Ig into R plus G according to Ohm's law we can write. So here V by Ig is equal to R plus G, and R is equal to V by Ig minus G we can write. If in case of, so V by Ig is equal to N. Okay, now substitute in the equation. So this is R. R is equal as a N minus G we get. Okay, got it. Now is taken. So the potential difference across in the galvanometer. Potential difference across galvanometer. So that is called as a VG is equal IgG. Okay, so V is equal IgG we can write. So that is the we can substituting of the Ig is equal V by G. So the potential difference across in the galvanometer IgG. Okay, so V is equal IgG. Now substituting Ig is equal to VG by G. Okay, substituting in the equation 1. Substituting in equation 1, and so we get R is equal to V by Ig, V G by G minus G, and R is equal to G V by Vg minus G, and R is equal, G is taken common, V minus Vg minus 1. Okay, so this equation is represented. So the galvanometer resistance is more than that of the connected high resistance in a series combination. So the galvanometer is converting to the voltmeter. Galvanometer is converting to the voltmeter, because here, so the that is the current in the circuit, in the resistance, the current in the resistance, and the potential difference will be decreased. Okay, so the potential difference will be decreased, and so the resistance of the galvanometer is decreased. Okay, got it.